What's up, beautiful souls? Your boy Loon is back with another subreddit video, and today we are going to be talking about devils. But specifically, devils on Reddit, on r/AmITheDevil. If you guys didn't know, the subreddit is full of posts that people find on Reddit where the OP is obviously the villain and the devil in the situation. And real quick, I wanted to remind everyone, I'm only going to do this for the next few videos, of one, the Patreon is on a $5 only a month for the remainder of this month. It will change after this month. And also, two, I am going to be live streaming starting in a few days. I believe we're going to start Monday or Tuesday is what I'm gearing towards for my first live stream, unless something major happens, which I will let you guys know, of course. And we'll be doing a live Reddit read for the first live stream. And with that being said, let's get into r/AmITheDevil and see what's popping this week. My wife is stupid because she spends money. What? All right, so this is on AIT, and it says, AITA for telling my wife I feel sorry she's lacking in intelligence after she weaponized a suggestion I made about her spending. What? Probably, we'll see. My wife goes to a coffee house 2 to 3 times per week, okay? She works from home and goes there frequently. We share a joint account and both have credit cards and the app. I'm guessing probably like Dunkin' or Starbucks then, if there's an app. She discovered this coffee shop a month ago, or maybe it's a different brand, because I know the brand I'm sponsored with does have an app, Clutch Coffee. She discovered the coffee shop a month ago, and she gets at least 2 to 3 cups or 2 or 3 drinks, plus maybe a donut or a muffin every time, okay? This has really increased some discretionary spending. I'm talking $9 lattes and $6 muffins, so it's significant. All right, so doing the math, she gets a muffin, $9 latte, she gets 2 drinks. We're looking at like $25-ish, maybe 30. 2 times per week, 3 times per week. You're looking at 60 to 90 bucks a week on coffee and food. Is it a lot? Yeah, kind of. I'm not going to argue with him there. It is, you know, I'm not going to like scuffle at that amount, but we'll see. I approached my wife and asked her if she could mind cutting down those expenses a little bit. Or maybe if she feels like she has to buy something every time she goes, why doesn't she utilize the clubhouse in our apartment complex if she really wants to go outside? We do well financially, but I don't really like unnecessary spending. Well, that's a huge factor you left out. We do well financially. If you do well financially, why not enjoy the little things in life? That's my mentality. Look, $100 is a lot. It is a lot every week, right? To spend on coffee and to spend on muffins and donuts. But that's in my eyes because I don't have that $100 to be spending every week on something like that. That's just me personally. But if you're doing well financially, why wouldn't you? I mean, like, unless you're like saving for something very specific. So I don't know. I'm kind of in both camps in this one so far, but we're gonna see how he manages this because I get frugality because I grew up really poor. So part of me is like, yeah, it is kind of ridiculous to be spending that much, 100%. But then the other part of me is like, but if you make good money, why not enjoy things in life? So I don't know. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. You guys let me know in chat how you guys feel. She didn't take that well and just pouted her face like a big baby. Oh, brother. And said, fine, she won't do it anymore since I want her to lose her mind. This really annoys me. I say one thing and she takes it completely different, making it impossible to do any kind of decent discussion with her. This time, I didn't hold myself back from wanting to tell her something similar, in the similar energy and in tone, and said, oh, I didn't realize you were either trying to punish me or are genuinely lacking in intelligence at what I said. I feel sorry for you. Okay, that's where, brother, that you're an a-hole. That's your wife, bro. Isn't it your wife? That's her wife. You can't be talking to her like that, bro. That's disrespectful. The hell do I look like? It's one thing to be spending money. It's another thing to chat about it and all that. But to call your partner lacking in intelligence is wild. Someone's not getting cuddles that night. Of course, this annoyed her, and she asked me to say that again, and if I met her to make her feel that way. I said, you heard what I said. Oh, brother. Like children talking. And if it landed that badly, I am okay with her sitting with it for now because lately she's been turning every discussion into an argument and I'm no longer softening myself around her. Yeah, this sounds like a bigger issue at hand. It sounds like something larger is at play here. You guys have passive aggressiveness and it seems like you guys are arguing a lot. Not just this situation, But based on how you guys are both reacting, you guys are both being dummies, especially you though. Like OP is the main dummy in this one for sure. I will say, spending $100 on coffee and donuts and muffins is pretty insane to me a week. That's just my opinion though. If you make enough money, do whatever you want. It's your money. Isn't contempt like supposed to be the number one sign that the relationship is going to end in divorce? Yo, for real. Because just saying, this is absolutely dripping with contempt. That is one of the 4 horsemen. I'll never understand why people are in relationships with people they don't even seem to like. If you feel this way about your partner, maybe you should leave instead of doing some toxic shit like this. Yeah, true. And also, this seems like something that could be weeded out. If your preference, which is this is where I do side with him in the sense that I do live in a slightly more frugal side. I am not that frugal though. I will splurge on some coffee. 2 or 3 times, a little bit too much for me, but 1, 2 times, who cares? I make money to enjoy my life. What the fuck do I look like? So I'm in like kind of the middle in this situation in terms of the money side. But how you treat your wife and your partner, this could be easily weeded out by picking someone that values the same things as you. So maybe you didn't raise that standard or have that boundary to start with. But anyways, yeah, I digress. On to the next. This one says, something about his tone is so slimy. Classic, another AITA. AITA for refusing to slow down or change how I bike with our 3-year-old daughter in a trailer. What? Okay, what? All right, let's keep reading this. My wife and I recently moved to the US after years living in Europe, okay? I'm American, she's Danish, and biking has always been a part of our lives. Ever since our daughter was born 3 years ago, we've taken her on rides in a bike trailer. Okay, so like the little like attachment in the bike, okay. It was normal back in Europe, and we had never had any issues. Now that we're living in a more rural area, we ride on country roads. Reminds me of like West Virginia, that song. Country roads. All right, anyways, I usually pull the trailer and my wife rides behind me. I tend to ride around 20 miles per hour. Wait, brother, that's pretty fast. Maybe up to 25 miles per hour if conditions are good. The average biking speed for leisure is 14 miles per hour. Does he mean kilometers? That's pretty insane, right? Am I tripping? Let's look what a bike trailer looks like. Trailer for kids. All right. We're looking at a bike trailer. Thank God. Okay, unless they have a heavy, like a super heavy duty, like $400 sturdy bike trailer, then this seems dangerous. Because I feel like the bike trailers I've seen have all been like Velcro and like, yeah, not like super reinforced. I mean, okay, let's imagine he's biking in this one right here, right? I guess it's kind of safe, but I don't feel comfortable biking that fast with a 3-year-old behind me. That's just me though, guys. I'm biking at a 10 miles per hour max. The trailer is built for it. Okay, that's what he says. My daughter is securely strapped in, and I know what I'm doing. I work in tech. I know what I'm doing. That right there tells me so much. Also, if you guys hear background noises, the cats are playing with this automatic cat toy that makes this little like squeaky noise. But I know what I'm doing. I work in tech and I've been cycling for years. I don't need to run simulators or plug numbers into formulas. I can tell how my bike moves, what's safe and what's not. Okay, apparently this is the bike expert over here. My wife has a PhD in physics. Okay, weird thing to put in there, which she never hesitates to bring up to me when we disagree on anything, even slightly technical. I see. Her specialty is fluid dynamics, and most of her work is on computers. So this is a nerd out. You guys are about to have a nerd battle, huh? So I don't really see how this applies to a bike trailer. Okay. She keeps telling me I should slow down, avoid roads entirely, and only ride during the day on proper trails. Wow, gee, it's almost like she cares about her 3-year-old. Whoa, insane. She says she saw the trailer wheel lift a little during a turn once, but I don't think that actually happened. And even if it did a little, a small amount is within the tolerance before it tips. I didn't feel anything, and I think I would know if something that serious occurred. I explained that with the weight and design of the trailer, it should take way more force than that to tip it. Yeah, but isn't it better to be safe than sorry, brother? Because, like, yeah, okay, guys thinking like a total dude, right? Like, oh, I have faith, blah, 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 blah. Which is like, okay, I get that, like, you're smart or whatever, but hear me out. The one time that there is a variance in, you know how there's like the bell curve and you do all like the studies and statistics and stuff. The one statistical screw up that you have in this situation could cost your 3-year-old's life. Isn't that crazy to think about? Like, wouldn't you want to be the safest ever for a 3-year-old child? Now hear me out. If they're 16, 18 years old, that's a different story. But no, I'm just playing. So she keeps repeating the same concerns, and I keep telling her that she's overreacting. I know what the limits are. I've ridden long enough to feel it. Okay, brother. Pause. You've ridden that long, bro? Physics isn't just equations. Some of it is instinct and experience. Wait, what? Okay. I get what he's trying to say in terms of like, no, actually, I don't get what he's saying. Physics, the actual law of physics is equations and is experiments and studies. It is not instinct. So I don't know where he's going with that. I've never offered to slow down or change routes because I genuinely think I know what I'm doing is already safe. Oh God, this guy's so stubborn. This is like the last type of person I want to be stuck in a room with talking to. It's like one of those guys that's like, oh no, if you don't think he will refuse to be wrong is what I'm saying. He's just that guy who knows that he's the shit and he's smart and everything he says is right. I hate that. Even so, she still joins me on every ride. Sounds like a good wife. She follows behind me on our own bikes and sometimes makes comments while we're riding. And she doesn't stop coming. It's frustrating because it feels like she doesn't trust me. No, it's not that, brother. It's because she wants the safety of her child. You're driving at 25 miles an hour, bro. What? In a bike, not in a car. Even though I'm the one actually pulling the trailer and making the calls. Sometimes she'll pretend to be tired to get me to slow down great tactic. When before we had a child and rode without a trailer, she had better endurance than me. I love her daughter. I love how he finally adds this part. I was wondering to see if he would talk about anything about his daughter, because this whole time it's been about him. I love our daughter, and I'd never do anything to put her in danger, sure. But I also think my wife is being cautious and letting her anxiety and emotions get in the way. Gee, I wonder if she's a parent. Just because she has a physics degree doesn't mean that she understands bike handling better than I do. Most pro riders don't have physics degree. I trust what I feel on the road. Also, a lot of pro riders, I'm not saying most, but a lot of pro riders do get in accidents too, buddy. So what's your logic there? Dude refuses to bike on dedicated bike trails or slow down because it's not fun. He's prioritizing his ego and fun over his child's safety. Exactly. The ego, bro. Bro is the main character. He thinks his wife is lying about seeing the wheels come off the ground. Super gross. Not sure if he just hates his wife or if he thinks he's better than her. Definitely the latter. I mean, it could be hates his wife, but I definitely think he thinks that he's better than his wife. Physics just isn't an equation. Some of it is instinct and experience. Except physics is a literal science, a very mathematical science. Literally is why it's the laws of physics, you idiot. And the foundations for science is that is proven facts or hypotheses. This is why the first thing you learn in any science class is the scientific method. So in summary, you ignore the woman who is knowledgeable in scientific facts, spent years studying it, just because you've been biking for ages and know it by feel. This screams, wife is dumb, over an emotional woman. I am alpha. Shut up, dude. Yeah, some people just hate to admit that their partners are smarter than them. All right, next one. Forgetting to pack. Another AITA. We're on a roll with these. Oop. Am I the a-hole for forgetting to pack some items for our family vacation? This is going to be funny. I, 31 male, and my wife, 28, went on a 3-day family vacation with our 3 kids. A month before, she expressed to me this wouldn't be a vacation for her because she would be organizing all of it, doing all the packing, keeping everyone on track. So I told her I would be taking the packing. I would take the packing off her plate and so that she wouldn't have to do it. Oh, that's very nice of you so far. But yeah, I get that. Sometimes when you travel with kids and family and like you're the one, like even with me, like my parents, they're foreign, so they don't know how to do certain things. So, traveling with them, I wouldn't say it's still a vacation. So we're still having a great time, but there is a little bit of added like stress and pressure when it comes to traveling with the whole family. She asked me a few times in the week leading up to the vacation if I was going to pack everything or if she's going to need to do it. I told her, that's funny because as someone who, I pack a lot and I pack, I'm a great packer. But if someone is not an experienced packer, which it seems like this guy doesn't usually do the packing, he's going to miss some stuff. I know it. I told her that I had it all handled and she did not need to worry about it. For some context, this is the first time I have packed for a family trip. Yep, exactly. You are not going to know what to do. As I am starting to pack, my wife gave me a list of things that she would need and said it was not an exhaustive list, and so that I would need to make sure we had everything. Well, I packed up everything I thought we would need. Before I could put the bags in the car, she went behind me and checked everything. I had forgotten quite a few things. Yep, there you go. And they had just happened to be the ones that were not on her list. Having to go, oh, this is classic like guy brain. Like a guy who's never packed before, or I guess a person who's never packed before, you give them a list, they're gonna just do the bare minimums. They're not gonna think about all the things that come with it. It also could be a lack of experience in just traveling in general. I feel like because I travel so much, I just know certain things that I'll need and certain things that I don't need. Having to go back and get these items caused us to leave late, souring the start of our vacation in her eyes. Now she is mad at me because I didn't know that I needed that stuff. Like I said, I haven't packed for our vacations before. Well, if you haven't packed before, maybe try to talk to her more about it, because it seems like she's the experienced one in this field. Or like a seal, switch up, maybe maybe help her organizing the trip instead of doing the packing. I don't know, just an idea. So am I the a-hole for forgetting items I didn't know we would need? The items that I forgot are actively blinders that she makes for the kids to entertain them, her calculator, and her dry erase board for her to take an exam. She's taken an online class over the summer. One of her medications, forgot to buy road snacks and grab a bag for the trash in the car, and a check we needed to cash on the way out. Come on. That one, forgetting that one's like, come on. Look, the guy has a reason for this for sure. Like he followed the list and there's things that you don't know. But some of these, it's like, come on, you should know, And then also, even then, why not consult your wife? Isn't this a team effort? That's where I'm feeling like he could be an a-hole, because he didn't consult, didn't even try. The kids are 8, 7, and 6, and this is our 4th big vacation. Yeah. OOP's wife, it's not a vacation for me because I have to do X, Y, Z. OOP, I'll do X to take it off the plate. You still have to do Y and Z, and you need to write down what I need to do for X and make it a full list. Don't expect me to do anything that out of thought or put any form of thought into it. I am just a man, and all I do will follow instructions. Actually, I know guys like this. I used to live with a guy that's just like this. If you don't give them exact instructions, they won't do certain things. There's no initiative. I have no initiative, and I am so removed from parenting that I have no idea what is needed for my children unless you tell me. But sure, he's helping. Okay, look, part of me is like, I get it. He's trying. At least he's trying. But also, he's like doing such a bare minimum. Oh, brother. OOP is a bully to their sister. All right. Am I the a-hole for making my foster sister give up her seat whenever my friends go places with us? Yes. What? Why are you making your foster sister give up your seats for your friends? You should value your sister. What? Family's forever, brother. I'm 18, female, and only kid in my mom's family and I'm the only kid in my family that drives. I have a 16-year-old foster sister, Mackenzie, who has been here for 2 years, and a real sister, Lily, who is 8. Both my parents work a lot, so my mom lets me use her second car to see my friends, and she asks me to drive Lily and Mackenzie places and gives me money to take them out to eat. I usually invite my friend Chloe or my best friend Gabe, or boyfriend maybe, I don't know, to come with us, and when they do, I make Mackenzie give them the front seat and sit in the back seat with Lily. Interesting. She always whines that she shouldn't have to move for my friends and they should sit in the back, but she eventually gets in the back. Okay, so this seems like sibling type beat. Like, okay, I'm trying to put myself in that position, and like part of me is like, the 18-year-old, they're gonna value their friends over their foster. Okay, all right. It's not a good reason, but I can see it happening. So, all right. Yesterday we went out for lunch, and when we got to Chloe's house, Mackenzie started whining again that she didn't want to give up her seat and that it's not fair. I told her it's not fair that I'm expected to chauffeur her around to whether she wants to go or wherever she wants to go, but here we are. She went to the back and we went to get burgers. The people at the drive, though, forgot to make my burgers, so they told us to wait in the front and they'll get it for me. I parked and gave Chloe and Lily their burgers so that they could eat, and told Mackenzie to get my burger. She said no, and that's that it's my burger, so I should get it for myself. She refused to get out of the car. Oh, okay. Well, you know, the first part is like big sibling, kind of like teasing, but this, come on, dude. Why are you making her, not only are you making her sit in the backseat, but you're also making her do stuff for you. You know, my sister used to do this to me. I'm not going to lie. I love her though, so all good. All is good. She said no, and that it's my burger and I should get it for myself. She refused to get out of the car, so I had to get out and wait. Whoa. When we got home, I told Mackenzie off for being disrespectful, little s, and for being a disrespectful little s, and told her to stay in her room until my mom got home and took her phone and tablet. Brother, you're 18. You're not her mother. You're literally 2 years older than her. When my mom got home, Mackenzie ran to her and cried and that I was being mean to her, and my mom sided with her and said that she had a really bad home and we need to be gentle on her. And she said that I can't drive her car until I learn to be a nice sister. Yeah, for real, dude. You sound like kind of an a-hole, bro. What? No, you sound like an a-hole, not kinda. You are. And yelled at me for taking her phone and tablet. Yeah, why would you take her phone and tablet? Brother, you're only 2 years older than her. And sending her to her room. I think that since my parents are letting Mackenzie live here, the least they could do is be respectful to me and my family. Brother, what? So am I the a-hole for making my foster sister give up her car seat in the car? See, to me, it's like, okay, you're an a-hole for all of these. The car seat wasn't so bad as everything else. Everything else is what makes it so much worse. Edit, also, I babysit them Mondays and Tuesdays while my parents work because I decided to wait a year before going to college. And it was either that or I pay rent, so I was in charge when this happened. Okay. Edit, so, okay, I know I should have tried to make her get, I shouldn't have tried to make her get my burger, but she should have been more mature about it and not run crying to mommy and daddy and having to sleep in their room. Brother, you're the older one. You should be the one that's mature. And I'm seeing a lot of comments about this, so I'm just going to say it here. My parents are trying to adopt Mackenzie. Oh, that's amazing. Edit, my parents said that they're talking about my punishment, and they'll tell me when they come. Oh, shit. Update, my parents are kicking me out because apparently me being here is negatively affecting Mackenzie's mental health and could potentially interfere with her adoption. So now that I have to get a job, buy a car, and pay for my own apartment. Oh, dude, what a turn of events. Well, at least OOP got herself kicked out. That's crazy. That escalated really quick. Oh my God. Oh, because bossing around your younger sister like a servant and treating her like an unwelcome guest in your home is so mature. Yeah, for real. She sounds insufferable. Yeah. All right, we're going to have to end it on that note, though, because the night is getting pretty late and I got to eat. So love you guys so much. If you guys are a Patreon member, we'll see you guys there. I got some extra content for you guys. We're going to read a few more. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Live stream's coming soon. Bye.